Hello and welcome to this video guide for students and parents of Acklam Grange School on how to use our new eSchools website, which is our digital learning environment. Now, students and parents can use this from home, and you can also check out the app video that we've created, which also lets you get most of this information from your smartphone. But we're going to head in and log into the website. Now there are two different logins here, one for parents and one for students. Students see a little bit more information and they see their information on their lesson resources in their classes, and I'm going to show you that now. As a parent, if you want to see that information, then get your son or daughter to log in and you'll be able to see a little bit more information when they're logged in. Okay, we're going to head up to the top of the menu bar here, and you can see there are a number of different options in the blue menu bar. You can also see then that some of the modules on the front page are there for ease of access. You have the calendar there, you have the homework tab, you've got the inbox, attendance is here, any events, and the timetables for quick, easy access. I'm just going to head up to the menu bar again, and if we click on messages here, and what you will see is it goes to the messages inbox, and this is primarily used for students to students, but also staff to students. And it's a real safe and secure way for staff to post announcements to their class or reminders about homeworks or equipment they need to bring or anything they need to read or anything like that, where actually real safe and secure communication is needed between a teacher and a class, and that's very easy for us to do in this forum. You can then move across and you have the email for the students to use. They have their OneDrive where they can actually upload files and store their files in the cloud. They have their timetable here, so if I just click on the timetable, you can see very easily, we can scroll through the weeks at the top here, and we can see exactly where they need to be and when they need to be. And you can see if I go back to right now, the green is highlighted as which lesson they're in now, and the orange is where they need to be next. Calendar is populated for parents to see the whole school calendar, which is really easy, and you can access that from the app as well. And what I really want to show is the two things towards the right hand side, and the first one is projects. And if I click on the projects tab, this is a really useful feature in eSchools and something we are developing at the moment, and more information and resources are coming online every day. And what it allows teachers to do is to give access to all the lesson resources, all the lesson presentations, PowerPoint presentations, whatever it may be that they're teaching, so that actually students and as parents, you can use this information at home to really improve the learning. And to, if you go back and think, if you're a parent, when you were at school, all you had was what you wrote in your book. Actually now, we're giving students and parents the ability to access all of those lesson presentations and everything that the student has been doing in class, so you can use that to your benefit to improve the learning environment outside of the building as well. So you can see here we have different projects that are available to the student at the moment. So if I just click on this one here, the French Year 9, and if I open that, now some subjects will kind of structure this in a slightly different way, but it's very easy to navigate, and it's very intuitive. So if you look here, there are a number of different modules here, and all of these are linkable. So if I just click on the first one, Theme 1, Module 1, Me, My Family and My Friends, it then will open up to the home page for that theme and for that module. Lots of different information here. You can see that it says that in this module you will learn how to describe family and friends, etc., etc. So it gives you an overview of what the students are going to be studying. But also the really important bit is down here, you can now see that actually there are all the lesson resources. So every single of those PowerPoint presentations for all those lessons is there. There's also in the middle the model answer, which is a Word document, and also a vocabulary list on the right hand side. So a fantastic resource for us to be able to give you access to outside of the building. So if I just go ahead and click on the first lesson here, and you will see that it will ask me if I want to save it and download it. That's great, and I can now open it. So I'm now opening the actual PowerPoint that student will be actually using in the lesson with the teacher. So you can see here we've then got the dirt slide to start with, to be doing the corrections of the marked the feedback they've had from the teacher. They'd then move into the aims of the lesson and what that lesson is going to be about. So again, what a wonderful way to be able to see exactly what's happening. And this is also great if a student has been off, they've been ill, they've been away for any reasons from school, and they can catch up on that work. But also for parents to better understand what their students, what their child has been doing in the lesson that day. And then you can see as I scroll on the left hand side, you've got all of the slides that would be there in the lesson, and you can see exactly what they would be doing, and that's fantastic. So if I just come out of there, And if we just go back up to projects again, and this time we're just going to go into the English one to show you a different way that it's been set out. And you can see in here, English have got all their lessons in the first tab there. They've got extra resources, the AGS Enhanced Homework, and the class homepage. So if I just go into the lessons, English have, the way they structure their lessons, they have one longer PowerPoint that will actually cover a whole topic. So if I just load this one, you'll be able to see the difference. If I open that one there, you will see it's then, where am I going? So, how is it, what's going to be happening in this topic? It talks about the assessment objectives at the start. We've then got the aims of the lesson, very similar to how it was presented in French. But if you can just look at the bottom here, you can see there's actually 75 slides there. So this is a much longer PowerPoint that clearly is not going to be covered in one lesson, but is actually going to be covered over a whole topic of work. And as we just scroll down there, you can see then the different lessons, because there's different aims, and that goes all the way through there. Okay, if I go back here, if I just click on the arrow here at the end of the tab, of the menu tab, you can see then it brings up two more sections. So I'm just going to click on the homework section. And you can then see, just like on the app, you can see all the homework that is currently due for that student. So for any of the homeworks, you would just click on it, and you can also see when it was set, when the due date is, and the fact that it's overdue now. So you click on the homework itself. You can then see exactly what it is, who it's been set by, when the deadline date is, and there are sometimes a number of options. And if you look here, this says this must be handed in. Now that actually means physically handed in, so written or printed and handed to the teacher. Sometimes staff may select an upload box, so you can actually upload the homework directly into eSchools rather than having to print it and hand it in. So please make sure you understand how that homework is due to be handed in. If it's an actual physical hand-in homework, then there's a green button on the right-hand side here that says mark as submitted. It's really important that when you've actually handed that homework in, you mark it as submitted, so it moves away from your homework due items. Because what it will do is, if I mark that as submitted, it would then drop into my homework handed in tab. So if I click that, you can see all the homeworks that have actually been submitted by this student, and very easy to then keep a track of what you still need to do and what you've already handed in, and really making sure that our students are really organised. But also as parents, you can see this. Now this is a feature that is available for parents and students, both on the website version like here, and also the app. So a really, really good way to stay on top of all the homework, but also the projects like you've seen, the timetable, the school calendar, the email, the messages, and we're really, really happy, and we think it's a fantastic way to really bring that learning a little bit more to life, and to give access to it 24/7 really outside of the school building, and that really promotes that anytime, anywhere learning, but also really promotes parental involvement as well. If you have any questions at all, or you'd like any technical help with anything, please get in touch with the school, and get in touch with any of us at the school, or probably Mr. Knock, our IT development manager, via the usual channels. And all of your details, if you haven't received them yet, will be coming out via an email and a letter very, very shortly. And if you have any other questions, please let us know. Thank you very much indeed.